Welcome to Thursday and Geeks of the Week. So I had a potato ready to go. I was going to put googly eyes on it. I was going to pretend it was me. But I got hungry. I chopped it up. I fried it, made it into french fries, ate it, got hungry. What can I say? But I'm the potato of the week. I'm the potato. Steph, I grew up a good Catholic boy, and you're making me commit idolatry here because I worship you in that hot dog suit. Oh, hell the hot dog! Okay, no, none of that. Somehow I got past the adorableness that was you in that suit to see that you asked a question. Is there any series that we've been following for a long time and that when it ended, how did we feel? Buffy ran for 6 years, which is a good chunk of time. And when it ended, I did feel a sense of completion because it ended in such a great way, but I was still sad to see it go. Same with The Sopranos. But the series that comes to mind is funny enough one that's still running, and that's The Simpsons. 26 seasons. Wow. And I've fallen out of touch with it, but and I'm trying to catch up. But at this point, it's almost like a member of the family. I like the idea of it there, even if I'm not watching. I just want to know that it's there and it's new. Uh, I don't know how I'm gonna react when it's over. I'm probably gonna be really, really sad. Growing up, my family wasn't like any of the sitcom families other than The Simpsons and Married with Children, and later on Malcolm in the Middle. But The Simpsons and Married with Children have the distinction of being the first ones kind of to break that mold. That's how my home life resembled, and because of that, it's a very special place in my heart. And I don't know how I'm gonna feel when it ends, and I don't want it to end. And yes, the quality dips here and there, but don't go. Can't stop the Simpsons. Excellent. Jake, you asked us what games we're excited for and what games we like to play, and I am excited for Super Mario Smash Brothers, and that's the official name. I don't care what anybody says. Super Mario Smash Brothers. Even if I don't own a Nintendo Wii U or a 3DS anymore, accidents. But those are the type of games I like to play. Those fighter battle games, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Mario Kart, Smash Brothers, because those are the games I don't completely suck at. I'm not good at first person shooters, not good at quest story games, even though I like them because of the grandeur of it. They just become so epic, but there's always a point where I'm going to get stuck and I'm just going to give up. I like League of Legends. I really like it. I need to buy a mouse so I could start playing it again and get better at it because uh, I like League of Legends. Those are the games. I'm a gamer. And Nikki, your cosplay feels were so touching. I've said this before, but cosplay's a craft I've always respected. It's a skill I wish I would have developed more. And yeah, it's true, it's never too late to start. It's just, I'm not very arts and craftsy. I lack the funds to buy any material, and knowing myself, I'd have to buy a lot because I would mess up a lot. But maybe one day, hopes and dreams. Hopes and dreams. Here's some cool stuff that caught my eye this week. The European Space Agency managed to land the Philae lander on a comet. How fucking epic is that? I haven't even mastered the art of parking a car and we're landing crafts on comets. I've always been a space geek. I look up at the stars. I like the idea of space exploration. I feel that no fandom, no geeky thing can match the actual thing of exploring the stars and just the next step forward. Nothing. And then really resisting the urge right now to make an Armageddon joke. Yippee ki yay, motherfucker! Pa pa pa! Take that, comic! Pa pa pa! Blow you up! Pa! And finally, it was announced that CM Punk is going to be writing a Thor comic for Marvel. It's coming out next year in the annual. Rob Lowe from True Fame will be drawing it, and I am very stoked. CM Punk has always been a nerd and a geek, and I'm interested to see how he's going to do. It is a little bit of sweet because it means he's probably not coming back to wrestling anytime soon, if ever. But he's in my world now, the comic world. Don't tell him I said that. He might put to go to sleep on me. But I would block it and counter with dirty deeds. That's right. Take that. Seriously, don't tell him that. There's a new Cap, Thor, and Iron Man. Isn't new, but he's acting different. And all the comics came out today, so I'm going to review them. At this point, you know the shit, right? Best comic reviewer in the world, yes, all that. You know I'm the best at this point, right? I'm gonna kick things off with All New Captain America issue 1, written by Rick Remender, Arbor Stewart, and Manine. And we get to see Sam Wilson, the new Captain America in action. And apparently Remender believes in baptism by fire because Captain Falcon is taken out of Hydra base when he falls into some major trouble. Like seriously, that last page, I could hear the Price is Right theme music play. Womp 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 womp. If you haven't been keeping up with what happened to Steve Rogers, the recap page in the beginning does an excellent job telling you what's up. I really like this issue because it gave us an insight into Sam's upbringing. The back and forth between him and Barjerk was really cool and political, and I'm a political junkie, so thumbs up on that. I love Stuart Immonen's artwork. She's one of my favorite artists, and she did an amazing job in this issue. The price makes me a little hesitant on saying a buy, but it's definitely a splurge, and I rated 4 out of 5. Next, Thor issue 2, written by Jason Aaron, art by Russell Dauterman. Verily, the last issue of Thor, we really did not see the new Thor a lot, but have no fear, in this issue we see her as she throws down on some frost giants as they're working with Malekith, whose intentions reek that of Trollbreath. But have no fear, the new Thor will save us. Have at thee! Huh? What's that? You haven't been reading Thor? Don't worry about it. The recap page will get you up to date. There's a duality in this Thor, which kind of reminds me when Donald Blake and Thor were the same person. So I'm thinking it might be one of those situations. They still haven't revealed who the new Thor is, so feel free to keep on guessing. Really great action, solid story. The artwork by Dauterman is very impressive. The fight scenes were amazing. I'm going to rate this a pull and give it a 4.5 out of 5. Next, Superior Iron Man issue 1, written by Tom Taylor, art by Yudari Sinar. Tony Stark is back in San Francisco. He's drinking again and become a real a-hole. And I know what you're thinking. He can't be a total a-hole, but he's getting it really close. Like this close. Total a-hole. This Iron Man is a result of Marvel's current event Axis, and what's that? You haven't been reading it? Then you guessed it, the recap page will let you know what's going on. Seriously, I like a good recap page that lets you know what's up. Tony Stark's mind has been altered and he's more selfish than usual. Honestly, he's almost like a villain at this point. Like, he's made the extremist technology available through an app, but there's a catch. And that catch was some super villainy shit. Seriously, they're going to be walking a fine line with Tony Stark right now, and it's going to be interesting, but we'll see how close they get to the edge. I'm going to rate this a 4.5, but because of the price and the risky storyline, I'm going to say it's a splurge. Finally, Captain America and the Mighty Avengers issue 1, written by Al Ewing, art by Luke Ross. And the Falcon used to be part of Luke Cage's Mighty Avengers team until he was promoted, and now he's headlining the series. It's part of the Captain America perks package. He gets to cut all lines, and free hot dogs on the 4th of July. America! This story is taking place during the Axis event, so Captain Falcon is being a bit of a jerk right now. Again, if you haven't been reading Axis, don't worry, that recap page is your best friend. Sam is acting super right-wing extremist, and it's so weird to see him that way, but interesting. The artwork by Ross was solid. I'm going to rate this a splurge and 4 out of 5. So in conclusion, they were all solid titles, but the price kept me from saying bye to them all because it will get a little pricey. So if you got any of them, you won't be disappointed, but they're not must gets. Okay, that's it for me. Remember to subscribe to us, like us on Facebook, check out all our things, and fare thee well.